synchronized bowling will not be seen tonight, so that we can bring you the following episode of Almost Live. Tonight, Almost Live, starring John Keister, with Bill Nye, Tracy Conway, Ed Wyatt, Bob Nelson, Nancy Guppy, Bill Stainton, Steve Wilson, and me, I'm Pat Cashman. And you know, many people ask me, how did I get to be an announcer? And what advice can I give to other aspiring announcers? My advice is simple. Be natural. Don't affect all those phony voice mannerisms and exaggerated inflections that some announcers do. Be yourself. It worked for me. It can work for you. And now, stand by for John Keister.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome to the show, and welcome to my job. And by the way, this is the easiest job in the world. That's what people tell me in the street all the time. You got the easiest job in the world. You just walk out, tell those stupid jokes, and collect the money. And I try to tell them, it's a tough business, and they say, oh yeah, it looks real tough. Yeah, that's got to be one of the toughest jobs in the world. Rocket scientist, brain surgeon, comedy host. I think they all, like us together. See, the thing is that everybody thinks that everybody else has an easier job. I drive by those road crews where everybody's just standing around. Looks like a pretty slack job to me. But those guys, are dreaming about someday kicking back and getting a job at the post office. You know that. Ooh, okay. Couple postal workers up here. Couple postal workers in the audience. Hopefully they won't become disgruntled postal workers, because we know how dangerous that can be. But in any business, who looks like that they have the easiest job? The boss. Right, everybody knows. If someone could train basset hounds to say, hold all my calls, these guys would be out on the street. So the thing is, we thought that we'd help clear things up and spell out just who has the easiest and the hardest job. So follow along. For example, easy, barber. Hard, Ted Koppel's barber. Easy, Amway salesman. Hard, Amway salesman's relatives. Right. Easy, disc jockey. Hard, good disc jockey. Okay. Easy, urologist. Hard, urologist janitor. Ooh, yeah, very hard. Easy, Arsenio Hall's job. Hard, watching Arsenio Hall do his job. Just kidding. Being vice president, hard. Having to spell vice president. That clears it up. Okay, but actually though, when people are hiring, the most important thing that they look for, in jobs, people are going to fill jobs, is a positive attitude. And when it comes to attitudes, nobody's is better than these guys. Ladies and gentlemen, stand by for the high-fiving white guys. The high-fiving white guys go sightseeing!
Hey, it's the high-fiving white guys!
Hey, high-fiving white guys.
Yeah. High-fiving white guys are cool!
Hey, it's the high-fiving white guys.
Oh, they're really white, aren't they?
Yeah.
So?
White guys are amazing! They're awesome! Everybody likes them!
Hey, it's those high-fiving white guys!
Let's go pound them.
Yeah!
Well, maybe not everybody. Run, white guys, run!
high-fiving white guy.
It's so weird.
Hey, it's the high-fiving white guys.
They're bitches.
Yeah.
White guys goof around on statues.
Hey, can I be a high-fiving white guy too?
Well? No! High-fiving white guys! Oh!
All right, we got a great show for you. Stay with us and we'll be right back.
Monday on A Woman's Place, healing those old family wounds. We'll tell you how to finally forgive your parents for not letting you go to Reno with that 34-year-old tire salesman when you were in junior high.
All that and pretty hair bows made from leftover eggshells.
That's Monday on A Woman's Place.
Hi, I'm Zane.
I'm Carl.
And we're the critics at large. Today we'll be criticizing people, places, and things on our show.
Critics at large. Like, take this guy. What do you think of his jacket?
Thumbs up.
I think it's okay.
Yeah,
Thumbs up.
sure,
You
sure.
can go.
Hey, let's go.
Now, this is great hair. It's a great style, great body. Thumbs up.
Now, I say thumbs down because, look, I think she needs to open up a little more. Now, these are great eyes. She's got a great face. Let's get the hair off her face. Like this, I say thumbs down. You won't believe it. Now, I have a lot of problems with this vehicle because there's ornamentation. The owner is clearly saying, hey, look at my car, and yet it's a 74 Impala. And that I find ridiculous.
I agree. Streamers on the antenna, Chevy sticker, the car of a loser. I have to say thumbs down.
We agree. Thumbs down.
You guys touch my car?
What?
You touch it?
No.
Get out of here!
Okay.
What are you looking at?
I feel that his reaction was too broad.
Well, I thought it was appropriate for the situation in that we were criticizing his car.
Yes, well, it was the car of a loser, though.
Oh, yeah, well, we call that. Now, you see, this gentleman is having the classic continental breakfast, which would be coffee and a donut, and I think donuts are really underrated today, Phil.
Thank you, Donna. Right. Both. Very good. Thumbs up.
All right, now let's stop these guys. Now, take a look at this couple here. Now, I think that they look very good together. There's a certain youthful sense of savoir-faire. I give them a thumbs up.
Well, I like her, but him, the scraggly beard, to me, is ridiculous. He's a little short. The whole image to me says wimp. I have to...
Oh, no. You'll be all right. Now let's recap today's program. We both agreed thumbs down on the automobile. We were split on the hairstyle. Carl gave it thumbs up. I gave it thumbs down. There were two enthusiastic thumbs up on the meal that gentleman was eating. And finally, we split on Carl's need for emergency medical attention. He seems to think that he's dying. I think he's going to get away with a few minor cuts and bruises. So until next week, we're critics at large. Welcome again to Today Tonight. Our guest is Dr. Lamar Surley, a self-proclaimed expert on today's popular culture.
Yes, John thinks he's a big shot intellectual type because he uses hyphenated words like self-proclaimed to try and disguise the fact that he's really a two-bit small potatoes little loser whose girlfriend's old man got him this crummy TV gig in the first place. Keister.
Nice to see you again, Dr. Surley.
It's a pleasure to be here. By the way, my name is pronounced Surley, not Surly.
Well, it looks like it should be pronounced Surly.
Your name looks like it should be pronounced Keister.
Well, it is Keister.
Life's a bitch, isn't it?
Would it be correct to call you a critic, Dr. Surley?
It's Surley, and I'm not a critic. John got more wax than a candle factory in those goofy-looking, oversized ears of his. Plus, he dresses like a slob, and he's got breath.
Okay, all right, let's move this on Dr. Sourlay. Let's move things along.
Keister.
Okay, all right. Now, the doctor today will focus on appraising stars of the popular music field. Now, we have audience members lined up now to pose some questions to you, sir.
Groovy, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm Brad Wilson.
Yes, Brad wouldn't have such an urge to do that to his nose if he'd take the time to remove the old growth hair forest that's growing inside of it, Wilson.
I wondered what you thought of Bruce Springsteen.
You mean Bruce used to be the boss, but after his last 2 albums together wound up selling fewer copies than just one Weird Al Yankovic record? He's not older? Springsteen?
Yeah.
He's still got it. I think he's good, yeah. Next question, please.
Hi, I'm Sally Martin.
Hi there. Sally hasn't had a date in 6 months, even though she's been hanging out at every pickup bar east of Walla Walla Martin. Pickled, soft-talking, moonwalking, sad-sobbing, nose-bobbing, face-whitening, skin-tightening, chin-lifting, ear-shifting, teeth-capping, crotch-grabbing, bone-buying, hair-frying, one-glove, monkey-loving Jackson?
Right.
Yeah, he's the best. He is the best.
I think we have time for one last question.
All right, fine.
Hi, my name's Ralph Jenkins.
What's on your mind, Ralph Jenkins?
What?
I said, what do you want, Ralph Jenkins?
Okay. What do you think of Madonna?
I think she'd get pretty sick if she took one look at you, Ralph. Got to be the most face-to-face, overweight, greasy-haired, knock-kneed, four-eyed, mega schlemiel mama's boy that ever waddled his blimp-sized rear end into a room, Jenkins.
All right.
That's what I think.
All right, that's about enough of this, Doctor. Has it ever occurred to you that this penchant you have for giving people these long, rambling, and very cruel middle name insults is the result of some repressed hostility on your part? Perhaps due to a miserable, unhappy childhood?
My childhood was just fine. John is just trying to accuse me of things that aren't true, just the way my mother used to do all the time, again and again and again, Keister.
Our guest has been Dr. Lamar, got to be the biggest pathetic jackass we've ever had on this show. And as soon as it's over, the entire audience is going to take him outside and pants him sur lait.
It's sur lait, and that's right.
Stand Up Prime. Monday through Friday, Comedy Central gives you Stand Up Prime, the best in stand-up comedy during prime time every weeknight.
A lot of guys think that the larger a woman's breasts are, the less intelligent she is. I think it's the opposite. I think the bigger a woman's breasts are, the less intelligent the men become.
Why sit calm when you can stand up? Watch Stand Up Prime tonight at 8 here at Comedy Central.
Tuesday on A Woman's Place. How to make your bangs go a foot straight up in the air. Dealing with husbands who insist on wearing their tool belts to bed. And we'll talk about women and guilt and why it's better just to tell him to go burn in hell instead.
All that and yummy Kevin Costner cheesecake.
That's Tuesday on A Woman's Place.
When it can't wait for Federal Express, when it needs to be faster than fax, move up to Expresso, the express mail with its own delivery system. Press a button and away it goes. No more waiting in the mail room. Expresso gets out of your building fast. Across the country or just around the corner, Expresso takes your message and makes an entrance that gets you noticed. So when you've got to get there first, Expresso yourself.
You know, every week when you're at the checkout stand, you find yourself looking at the tabloid magazine headlines. You know, the ones like Diana's 11 Years of Married Hell or farmer shoots 6-foot butterfly. You ever wanted to buy one of these but weren't sure which one was the best and you didn't want to risk throwing away $1? Well, I think that I can help you with a brief rundown of the different tabloids and just what you get for your money. Now, first, you got your mainstream tabloids like Star and the National Enquirer. Now, these are the high-priced ones. They cost $1.09 each. And they're right, I know, yeah. And they're filled with stuff you already knew, like Oprah's fat and Michael Jackson screwed up his face. Okay. Now, for only 99 cents, you can get the Globe, which tries a little harder to really inform you with stories about Joan Rivers' dog peeing on toilets at CBS. That's in here. But actually, the best value is easily Weekly World News. This is the one where space aliens come down to meet with Ross Perot. This one is only 85 cents. And as it says on the cover, it's only 95 cents in Canada, and I'm guessing $2.50 on Mars. You know, who knows? And for that, you get real news, like the man who sawed off his arm so he could get handicapped parking. He says it's the smartest thing he's ever done, and you know what? I believe him. Remember the big butterfly that the farmer shot in the Weekly World News? See, it says if you catch a bigger bug than that, they'll pay you $10,000. So, if you see some beautiful wonder of nature, a bug that happens to be bigger than 6 feet, kill it, drag it into their offices for some quick cash. Also, Weekly World News is also the place to find out, is your marriage doomed? And really, what better way to decide if life's most important relationship is worth continuing than to take a quiz in a tabloid, right? Finally, you've got to choose your magazine by how its worldview matches yours. For instance, would you rather think of Burt Reynolds from the Globe's point of view as a husband killer, or as the Enquirer sees him, lovable guy with a great catfish recipe? Inquiring minds will probably have to buy next week's issue to find out for sure. This has been the John Report. Thank you very much.
Bought his girlfriend everything she wanted.
You know what this is costing me a night?
You already told me.
But when he bought this Vegas showgirl an education...
How are we going to smarten me up?
We aren't going to do it. You're going to do it.
He got a lot more than he bargained for.
Hello? Am I in the room?
Melanie Griffith, John Goodman, Don Johnson. Born Yesterday. Directed by Luis Mandoki. Rated PG. Starts Friday, March 26th at a theater near you.
Wednesday on A Woman's Place. You've just met his ex-lover at a party, and she's bright, beautiful, funny, confident, powerful, sexy, intimidating, and successful. We'll show you how to torment that bitch until she cracks.
All that and adorable bird feeders made from old socks and underwear.
That's Wednesday on A Woman's Place.
This is Consumer Focus, the program that helps you, the consumer, make informed and objective choices. And now, here's your host, Brian P. Haynes.
Hello. Today on Consumer Focus, we examine a new product, Escrow 2. We'll carefully examine these claims and examine all points of view on the product, then make the Consumer Focus recommendation. And to help me with this assessment is Dr. Lionel Higgins, an independent researcher with the Higgins Institute. Doctor, as an independent researcher, what is Escrow 2?
Well, Brian, Escrow 2 is a remarkable breakthrough in hair science. It stimulates the growth of hair in bald men and teaches them the fundamentals of acquiring real estate with no money down.
Doctor, we've heard claims like this before, and frankly, I'm skeptical.
Brian, Escrow 2 has been proven in hospital studies throughout Europe.
Doctor, I admit I was skeptical, but now I'm convinced. Now, you've also brought with you a patient from the Higgins Institute, Bobby Standlinger, haven't you?
Yes.
Bobby, welcome to Consumer Focus. Now, you've been using the Escrow 2 program for a period of time now. Is it effective?
Oh, more than effective, Brian. After using the Escrow 2 system for 2 weeks, I noticed new growth here and here And after 4 weeks, I noticed that I had acquired properties with a value in excess of $750,000.
Bobby, that's unbelievable.
Well, I thought it was unbelievable at first too, Brian, but after 2 weeks, I noticed new growth here and here. And after 4 weeks, I noticed that I had acquired properties with a total value in excess of $1.5 million.
Simply amazing, Bobby. Now, can anyone benefit from the Escrow 2 system?
Brian, I believe that anyone can benefit from the Escrow 2 system.
Can anyone benefit from the Escrow 2 system with no harmful side effects?
Brian, anyone can benefit from the Escrow 2 system with no harmful side effects.
Can women benefit from the Escrow 2 system?
Brian, women can use the Escrow 2 system.
Well, Bobby, given all that you have told us, what would you recommend for viewers watching this program now?
Well, Brian, I would recommend to viewers who are watching the program now that they call the toll-free 800 number listed on the screen and order the Escrow 2 product.
Thank you, Bobby, for your candid comments, and thank you, Doctor. Well, given Dr. Higgins' independent research and Bobby's personal testimony, we at Consumer Focus make the following recommendation. Call the 1-800 number on your screen now and order the Escrow 2 system. Join me next week on Consumer Focus.
Well, what are you going to do next week? What product are you going to focus on next week?
Well, I think it's a real one.
Well, you said this is the first book.
Almost Live has reached an end for this evening, but we're going to be back tomorrow or sometime, so we'll see you then. Goodbye, folks. Whoa.
Coming up next at Comedy Central, it's Short Attention Span Theater. Next at Comedy Central, stay tuned for Short Attention Span Theater. Keep it here because you won't want to miss Short Attention Span Theater coming up right now, right here at Comedy Central, next here.